Hey everybody, this is Joe's Premium Firewood, coming to you live on Monday, July 10th, 2023. I'm out here in my shagbark hickory area with the king of firewood, and he was using the Ultra yesterday, splitting some wood that I bought off him when a hose sprung a leak. This one right here, I guess, was just spraying out the hydraulic fluid from right there. Is that where it was coming from, King?
Yep.
And so he called the saw surgeon. The saw surgeon's a very busy man, and we have to get this order out. They're almost out of wood. They got a new manager at the restaurant, and hold on, they didn't order any wood from me, and now they're almost out. So my brother the king called one of his friends Ted told him where to get the hose at, and actually one of his friends works there. So he bought the hose. You know, with him being a plumber, I figure he could fix it. He has the tools. So, yep, we are live, believe it or not. I don't know if the signal's going to last. A lot of this is already split to size, but we got to fill up his truck, and then we got to fill up the trailer. So it's going to take a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and get over there so we can get to work. But thanks for the thumbs up, and thanks everybody for watching. If you're watching the replay, and if you are one of these channels and watching, we like that. Skidder Kev's new on here. So anyway, I'm going to set this up on the tripod, and well, let's find out if it works first. We're going to go ahead and start it up, King. Let's see if it sprays out of there. Full throttle. Looks like it's holding out. I think the king did it. King got it fixed. Cost me $35 for that hose. Now we're going to split these into there. So I'll put you guys on the tripod so I can help. I know the haters say, hey, you don't do nothing. Well, I'm about ready to do something. Just got to find my gloves. I don't know what the king did with them. But yep, we are live. We are live. Who is that? Oh, Jason. Hi, Jason. But it's hard for me to see the chat on here. So I'm going to go over there, get in position, get to work. Got to help them out. They like them big, so they'll take pieces like that. They say no bigger than this. Hold on. This is white oak, so we can't put that in there. I'm gonna have to put this back here. Come on, Herb, get with the program. So I gotta put this back here. Glad I was here watching. See, the king was gonna put it in there. Gotta know your wood if you're gonna firewood, king, guys. Get this up there, that'll last them a couple months. Premium shagbark hickory. So I'll do the throwing, he can do the splitting. And I think, you know, when we hook up the trailer, up to it, then I'll reposition the splitter closer because he's going to be far away from the wood. Kind of nice that we're actually live, ain't it? Maybe we got a better signal than I do up by the house. Down here, I don't know. Maybe we'll go live when we're driving to the delivery. Kind of keeping an eye on that hose to make sure it's not leaking. But I think the king got it. We didn't have to bother Ted. Herb's gonna bring me two more loads of this stuff when I need it, or when I have the money, let's say. I would hit this one. You never know who's working up there. These are pretty heavy. They asked me to make them bigger so they last longer. Yeah, Ted still has the my other splitter, so when he told me that he had to stop early because it had another hydraulic leak, I was like, oh no, we got to get this delivered. They're down to about a week's supply left, and now this is going to be the third manager I've dealt with, but this store I've been selling since 2019. They've had 3 managers. The other store I supply, the other city barbecue and Portage, has had 3 managers in less than a year. So then I gotta deal with everybody again and show them what I gotta do to make sure I get paid. All right, when we get up there, it's not that humid out today, but when we get up there, it's going to be 80 degrees and no shade. So I don't think I can live stream the delivery because the phone will overheat. Can you get that big one that's partially split? It's a big one. Looks like he tried to split it, but it didn't split it all the way. The King's strong enough to lift him up. I'm too weak for it now. They just started me on a new medication for my nerve pain. I took one at night for the 3 nights in a row to see how it affected me, and I didn't get sick or have any adverse effects. Now I take a 1 in the morning and 1 at night. I'm trying to get off the Norcos. I don't like the side effects of those, but they do work. You know, I wake up at like 2 in the morning and it feels like my legs are on fire. So I need it to sleep, but I don't know why the pain is the worst at night, in the middle of the night. I'm laying down. Right now I'm in pain, but not really thinking about it. Just pushing through it. Check the hose again, yeah. Well, with him being a plumber, I knew he could fix that hose. But I'm glad he got it done this morning because I didn't want to have him. He went to a church. prayer meeting or whatever, and so he was already in town, and then that's when he got the part. I don't want to have to do this late in the afternoon when it's super hot. Plus after we do the delivery, I'm going over to Phil's and buying some hickory, just regular hickory. They got more storage at this store than the other ones, so we can take them two at a time. I like that for winter time, so I can load them up in December and then not have to go till March. So the worst time of the winter usually is January and February, and they will have enough wood to get them through that time, so I don't have to drive up there in a snowstorm. Might come over and check you just to see we're still coming through. Put one up in this. Looks like it's still recording. 24 watching. 24 watching. And it's not leaking hydraulic fluid. I'll have Ted the saw surgeon do the real complicated stuff, like the welding, and he had to fix the control handle. See what Ted did to the handle? Yeah. Put that screw in there instead of that pin. Oh. You got a wrench? I don't think there's one in there. Just started leaking hydraulic fluid, folks. So we might have to end this in a second. Of course, I tried to go through a knot, but it's not coming out now, but when this is engaged, it was. Yep, dripping out from the bottom. So we might have to take a time out and tighten it up, or did you put some of that white stuff in there on the inside? Yeah, that's what we're doing, that got to figure these things out. So, yeah, go ahead. So he's going to go ahead and tighten it, but I'll show you what it's doing. You see where it's dripped out right there. Coming out of here. This is the hose he replaced. Might as well shut this off. Well, here, look. See it dripping? See it dripping out of there? Coming out of there. So let me shut this off. It's not that bad, but we can't run like that. So yep. Out of all the things, everything with this, my biggest issue has been hydraulic fluid leaks in the 3.5 years that I've had it. So the other day when it broke for him, it was coming out of here, and then now it's dripping out of there. So I guess he's gonna tighten it more. I didn't know. Sometimes they put that sealant in there. That white stuff. I don't know if you can see some of it somewhere where it is. There's some in on that right there. I'm gonna go ahead and load up pieces that don't need to be split right now. Oh, How am I going to load? Oh, wow, he's back already. Here he comes. Oh, there's my drink. Yeah, my drink fell off. It was on the tailgate. So I guess we get to watch him do a repair. Let's see if we can fix, see if we can get this done. You know, it worked for a little bit. So I guess, you know, you just never know when you're working on these things. But yeah, normally his tools are all usually about hit that. Keep going, keep going. Okay. All right, let's see if he can get this fixed. Tighten it up, see what that does. It's live TV, folks. You just never know what you're going to see. That all he did? Yeah. Here. How about that? All right, let's see if it keeps leaking. I didn't see any come out. Maybe he fixed it. It was a complicated fix, folks. Looks good, except for all the hydraulic fluid that leaked out, but it wasn't very much. It was just, a few drips. When it broke, was it spraying out of there yesterday? When the other one broke on you, it was like spraying out. So it went real bad. Yeah, we got 2 wheelbarrows out here to take with us because we got a wheelbarrow and stack it. It'd be nice to do it on a cooler day, but we don't really have much choice. Yeah, a lot of this is already split from Herb. That one was just a little bit too big. Usually we can fill this up with a Joe cord. About 45 minutes. Might be less because of it's already split that doesn't need to be split. Get it? Hit it. Sometimes this hickory's stringy. Usually what Herb's been bringing me is pretty nice, straight, damn near bundle grade stuff. Now when the new manager called me yesterday, or he's just filling in until they find somebody, he didn't realize that they have to have shagbark and shagbark only. And does it really make that much of a difference in the flavor? And I want to know how these other stores, who's supplying them to be able to come up with this much shagbark hickory. I'm just lucky that Herb Herb knew a guy, a farmer, that had like 10 acres of nothing but shagbark. I might get some of these down here, so when I have to move these are in my way. Ugh. Can only carry about 2 of them. So weak. These up front. Just joining us, we the King had to replace a hose on the splitter because it sprung a leak when he was using it yesterday. About 10 minutes in today, it started leaking on the other end, but he just tightened the bolt or whatever that holds it on there, and now it's not leaking for now. Knock on wood. Nice having somebody throw these for you. I've did this lots of times by myself where I had to split and throw into the truck at the same time. But basically a level truckload in his 8-foot bed here is a Joe cord. I might have to get me a pressure washer so I can keep this splitter clean. I can try wiping off the spilt hydraulic fluid the best I can. Hey, Matt, could you get some around that corner? Because I'm going to move the splitter closer. And those are kind of in the way when we go to load the trailer. Trying to keep up with these, I can only throw one at a time. And that's why why we don't why we don't use the 4-way. I don't use the 4-way very much anyway for anything. You get too much scrap, too many small pieces. I like to control the size and shape of everything. That's good. Get that one in half. And after we get this unloaded and stacked, I'm going to treat him to lunch in there. And we're going to go to Phil's and buy some regular off him. Actually, I think it might be shagbark, but it's pretty dry. It's a dead one that was in his woods. And they want it to be green or close to green as possible. That's why I like splitting it right into the truck. It doesn't really dry being in log form like that. It takes years. I think if we split with what's right there, that'll do it. I don't know if you can probably tell it's starting to get pretty close. Hit a knot. Hit a knot. So he fixed it. I'll try to, if I have any other problems that I think he can handle, instead of going to Ted. Ted's a busy man. I can have him fix some of the things. He's got, you know, all the tools. Been doing plumbing for like 25 years. So he's capable. I don't have the tools. Yeah, get all those right here. And I'm going to move the splitter, the table up in there so you don't have to go as far. Well, I haven't even had a union brake yet. About ready for one. Billy Otis, everybody needs a union brake. No, Patty takes union brakes. Patty and Jeffrey. That one just about fell out. Aiming for a hole and it bounced in and out of it. Sitting on the rail here, about ready to fall off. Yep, 10-foot by 4-foot stack, Joe cord. Haters like to say Facebook. If they weren't hating me, they'd be hating somebody else. I think we're there. I think this is about it. I think it's full. Here, split one more. Split one more in half. There's a hole up in the front. There. All right, throttle down halfway and then go ahead and hook up to the trailer. So, got the truck full. Now we gotta fill up the trailer. Watch out for this wheelbarrow here. Show you the trailer. There's the trailer, our truck. I'm going to back up to this and fill that up. I'm going to move the splitter in closer to the pile so he doesn't have to go as far. But here's the brand new hose he put on. It was leaking out of there yesterday, so he took this in and they gave him this hose. About 10 minutes into this split and it started leaking out of here. You can see that where he went up there. Keep going. That's good. So it did leak, but I think this is about enough of this video. He got it going, and because I got to move it, and I want to work faster so without talking to the camera and get this done. So thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for the thumbs up, and catch you guys on the next one. See you later, King.